The ancients knew very well the power of corruption far outstripped their own. But such gifts were reserved for humanity, and they brought only disaster upon themselves. This is the hour long awaiting. This is the moment we marshal the resources promised us, and assume command of the greatest military force the world has ever known.
And now we call upon allies from beyond. Our victory is assured.
arrival is well timed. Our scouts have just returned with excellent news. The forces of the corrupted are vulnerable as they've spread out. Did you manage to discover what strategy this commander pursues? Beyond those already augmenting their ranks. I shudder to think of whatever demons might be at their disposal from beyond. It seems Jonas may have been right about the urgency of the situation after all. Our discovery may in fact be tied to what you learned in the ruins. We stumbled upon a massive mining operation in the canyon to the west. We assumed they sought more pure Azoth. But this operation is too large. Yes, the sooner we can dismantle their efforts, the better. There is only one fortification protecting their work in the canyon. It is formidable, and cannot be avoided. As mad as it sounds, that seems to be the best gamble. Jonas has gone ahead to assess the fort's vulnerabilities. I can stay to keep the outpost secure. You should join Jonas in the canyon and formulate a plan of attack.
Oh, you found me! Good. With you helping to procure the bobcat pelts, I felt I had to scout out what I simply needed to collect next. But first, let's take a look at those pelts. Oh, divine, simply divine. I do so love the feel of fresh pelts. There's something so vital about them, so intense.
These bones, so old, and yet they have not faded away. Something makes these ancient bones special. Something I hope will imbue this spell with longevity and strength. There is much yet that needs to be collected if I am to have a child. Something that glistens like fresh blood, yet does not fade away. Something that keeps its color, brilliant and bright. I tried dyes before. Sadly, they all failed. This time I shall try rubies, blood red in color. They don't fade with time, always staying bright. There's a mine not far from here where rubies can be collected.
Whatever this new commander of the corrupted is plotting, we may have the chance to put an end to it here and now. The commander is here in the Sunderford. It seems he goes by the name of Thorpe. Ah, a story begins to unfold. The fact he is a new leader among the corrupted, it makes sense. While you have work to become a soul warden and defend against corruption, your captain has taken a much darker path. There are moments of coincidence and moments that are not. I believe this is the latter. I have urged you against charging into danger, but you've never been one for caution. Go on, then, and light be with you.
Here I come full circle, from laboring in the mines on behalf of our mistress, to now being in command of the entire operation. The mistress is displeased with the fact we found so little of the pure Azoth she seeks. But when I shared of our... Isabella has now become extremely interested in our enterprise here in Great Cleave. And where I hoped to only construct a handful, neither duty nor divine purpose called me from the old world. I sailed into oblivion as master of my own destiny, fearless in my command. And I found here that which I sought, the truth of power, to which I proudly swore my eternal allegiance. I began anew, authority and identity stripped away, embracing inhuman toil and suffering as the path to my return. Time came when I could again prove my prowess in battle. No man nor demon could withstand my newfound might. My domination established, a new destiny earned. The voice of truth pronounced me as champion of our righteous cause. And I led our armies to victory again and again. The remnants of ragged humanity crushed along the way. To bring me here, to the precipice of my ultimate achievement. The forces of this world and those beyond, now under my command. was your captain once, until you betrayed me on the beach. Now I have one final order. Walk away. Disobey me, and you will be destroyed.
You charged into the fort and against a small army, and now you return unscathed. That alone is quite a feat. But what of your former captain? This Commander Thorpe, was he there? Did you confront him? I wonder if he has departed to oversee some other aspect of the operation. With all this ore they've mined, they must be taking it somewhere. Do we know to what end all this work is being done? I see. As I recall, there were some true demons among the corrupted in the last war. We often pondered their origins, but these were few and far between. If Commander Thorpe summoned an army, our cause would be lost. If Commander Thorpe is constructing some portal into Hell, we should move quickly to discover where this infernal thing is being built. But we must shut down this mine first. We should summon more wardens from the outpost. You're as bullheaded now as the day I met you. But my strength is renewed, and I will not stand idly by. One of us should attempt to track where the ore carts are going, while the other disables the mine. Very well. I'll leave the brute force tasks to you. For the moment, at least. We've scouted the East Road, so the ore must be going west. Destroy the mining operation, and then look for me on the mountain road. Good luck.
the brilliance of our plans? There is time yet for you to join the side of righteousness.
I heard the fire of cannons and hoped that had been something you did, rather than something aimed at you. Since you are standing before me, I'm guessing the mission was a success? That's at least one piece of good news. Only this far. The corrupted are now maneuvering against us. They've fortified their defenses on the bridge to the western rim. Their cuts are, or were, varying ore across. So that's where the Isabella. That name has not been spoken in a long time. Perhaps this is the Tempest. How curious that Thorpe knows her given name. I heard the fire of cannons and hope since you are standing before me, I'm only this far. Their cuts are... Oh, it seems Galahad sent Warren Yush across to scout another outpost. With the bridge now reinforced, he is cut off. Galahad's poor judgment aside, I'm worried. Yush has heroic aspirations, but not enough experience. Yes, I am prepared to make the assault whenever you are, but speak to Galahad first and at least hear out the Bright Knight's plan. Though, I wish he had conferred with us first. I admit that his reasoning is sound.
I know Jonas is displeased with my decision to scout the western outpost, but I stand by it. We have a chance to establish a foothold in this region, and we should make an effort to take advantage of it. And I have no intention of backing down on the plan. I obviously did not intend for Yash to be cut off, but I stand ready to make amends. Lead the charge across the bridge, Soul Warden. Jonas and I will follow.
How deep their color. Like blood that has been caught and frozen in time. See how they catch the light. These are perfect to capture the spirit of survival anyone on Aeternum needs. I am so close now. So close to my dream. There's one more component I need. Ebony. A rare wood even if this was not Aeternum. I fear it will be impossible to find. I have heard rumors that someone brought ebony furniture to one of the forts. You could search there and see what you could find. I fear the worst, as the rumors also told of the forts being overrun. Thank you. Please, hurry. The puppet is almost done, and I can feel my child calling to me.
Is this really my journal? The leather cover, the embossed kanji, the words I'll never see. Do not touch that glyph. It looks harmless, but it has a strange magic. Yes, I noticed that too. This pattern has an almost feral quality. The glyphs at the ancient sites seem so refined in comparison. Interesting that these patterns could exist in the same language. The merchant said he saw similar symbols at a nearby waterfall. I must find a way to get there and search the place. We need every advantage we can get against the demon. You know, that's possible. But these symbols are so different from each other. It seems like they don't belong to the same system. We have so many unique languages in the old world. I'm sure Aeternum has others that we've never seen. Then you shall be of great help, my friend. Be careful. Do not touch the glyph, or you may suffer a fate similar to mine. The Ice Wolves may also have been linked to the shards that pierced my eyes, but I'm not sure. Yokudekita! You have proved yourself a valuable ally today. Did you really see an ice wolf near this glyph too? I wonder if these symbols are somehow connected to the beasts. I need more examples before I can be sure.
Aha! I was hoping to run into you. Well, Commander Jonas, really, but you'll do. On Galahad's orders, I've scouted the outpost up the hill. The corrupted block the road, but it appears to be a secure location. Not the outpost, but they patrol it from the nearby forts. We'll need to put those forts on the defensive. I was working myself up to stage an attack alone, but I think your presence improves the chances of success. Oh, well, there are just a few corrupted on the road. The forts are where the action is, but... All right, I realize you may be better suited. I'll wait until you make your move, and then I'll clear the way to the outpost.
You look like you could use a good meal. Just like those soul wardens. Tell me about it. Why, I haven't had new deliveries in quite some time, and it shows. I've got plenty of potatoes, but there are only so many ways you can cook them. I could, if we had any left. You know things are bad when even the cheese supplies run low. Tell you what, you bring me some dried dill, crumbly aged cheese, and some tenderized meat, and I'll whip up some food for us.
Speaking of intense, have you seen the colors of the fur on some of the animals up here? That striking red, that vibrant blue. More than unusual, they are extremely profitable. Those hues will mean I save a fortune on dyes. The stripes are quite striking too. I simply must add them to my collection.
Priests tell me they have seen visions of the realm of corruption. And though a hellscape it may be, I've come to see the truth of the Tempest's faith. She says this is the birthright humanity was denied at the dawn of time. That the ancients here expelled us from this Eden and planted the false mythologies in our minds to keep us in the dark. The so-called corruption is not some fiendish terror, but rather the gift of Godhead that we will now share across this island and across the earth. The time of confluence draws near. Portals are almost done. And shall turn the land red with their glow. It will be glorious. A triumph of engineering and skill, of conquest and battle. We shall bring great reinforcements that this land has never seen. At the highest point to the west shall we rise, and our power will flow out across the land in a crimson wave. Never again will we be lost, for we are united in our purpose.
Greetings! May you stay safe on the roads. There have been troubling tales lately of a beast that roams the nearby woods, which preys upon unsuspecting travelers. The Belmore beast is taller than a person and covered in fur. It has glowing eyes that pierce through the snow and claws as long as daggers. He jumps out from behind the trees and vanishes into the woods just as quickly. That's where the tale gets muddy. Some say attack them, others say it runs off without a fight. Either way, it is a menace. And I appreciate it if you track down the truth behind the rumors.
This outpost is beyond the scope of what we planned, but I believe it will yield great value in our longer campaign against the corrupted. If your attacks on the nearby forts were successful, I believe we are secure here. We left some wardens to maintain the eastern outpost, but brought most of the others here. Warden Yash was quite proud to be the one to secure the location. It seems he never even realized he had become cut off. He's gone off with Jonas, and you should follow with haste. The ore trail leads up into the ancient ruins on the western peaks. It's clear that this Commander Thorpe is constructing his evil portals up there. Yes, you know how stubborn Jonas can be. And as his vigor has increased, so has his thirst for battle. I fear the old man could get himself and the other wardens in over their heads. You should catch up as soon as possible.
Welcome to the Great Cleave. I'm Eppy Grace, the proprietor of the Hound and Hammer Inn. Stop by any time you like to get out of the chill. Welcome to the Great... Stop by any time you like to get out of the chill.
Perfect. Perfect. The bones are inside, with rubies for the heart and eyes, and charred pieces of ebony to hold it all together. The puppet is complete. No, making the puppet was just the first step. Now it is time to visit the wishing tree. Tales say that the wishing tree grants wishes, but only if you have made a sufficient offering. I don't know. What I do know is that none of my previous offerings worked. The puppet of snow and blood and ash barely lasted a day before it melted away. The puppet of paper and dye didn't fare much better. Bones of ancient guardians? Rubies? Ebony? If the offering is not sufficient this time, I do not know what I shall do. Please, take it to the tree for me. I do not think I can bear to go through with it again. Something is different. I can feel it. The air has a hint of warmth to it. The wind holds fewer sighs. These things take time. We must be patient. The tales did not say how long it would take for the offering to be accepted. Only that given time, it would.